You don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First down, Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. And over the middle is brought in by Lockett. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. But nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone now. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Second and 10.
Smith will try again on 2nd. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. First call here coming from the shotgun. The gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. He's going to have them up to that 23. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers leading by 7. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. And snaps this one over the middle. Hit almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They toss to McCaffrey running left. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. It might see them burn a timeout.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They kick the running back in motion. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They're going to pass it here. Kittle brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was. fact your age. Ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I'd probably f you before I f your chain. Switch it up, it's rap. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had a... Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Escapes a defender. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers first down.
Back to Hampton. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards. Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signature play to end that drive, and you know this in the NFL. For an explosive run for a touchdown, it takes everybody. Everybody up front doing their job, the receivers on the perimeter. That was just job well done.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness if you have.
And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Play action. Here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Throwing on third, Smith. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down. Now, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there, and this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. This is Genty. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. So failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, it's Hampton. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down.
On the pistol, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Lion.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He brings it in. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers, first down.
They'll run with Hampton. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. Count.
Herbert from the gun. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pull out in front further. 13-zip. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Dylan Laube on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders take
Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. So in Reed, they'll give it to Genty. And he had to dive just to make it back to the line. Offense to the line fast.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively.
It's now 3rd.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
On 3rd down, Genty. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. The Chargers have an early lead. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. And from their own side of the field, they're going to risk it here on 4th. They're going for this. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And it gets really long odds. He came up with a big-time catch.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive the play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Third and long. They're going to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they make the tackle at the 38. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
We're good.
On first down, here's Smith. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Raiders, first down. First and 10 at the 24.
And again, it's Smith. And he's going to be touchdown blocked. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard.
Smith yet again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Hey, we go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. And the surprise does not pay off as they're turned away on that fake, Brock. A few points left out there potentially as they turn it over on downs.
Just another circumstance of a very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Herbert back to throw. They cross the 40. Nice run there. Now he's past the 25. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21.
Cameron Dicker to
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Mostert on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
It's a design boot. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Back to the air, it's Smith. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Third down and 10.
They'll throw, third and long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a first down.
First and 10.
That's just a great job by the special teams unit to see an opportunity and go take advantage of it, get another set of downs. And really the key to all of that, Kate, is you got to sell it. And they do. They sell it beautifully. Defense not prepared for it at all.
First down, Smith to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's brought down at the line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Jack Besh. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. Play fake. Here's Smith. Chased out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. One final shot before the half. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get their first points of this game just before halftime. And he shaped that one to the right. It is no good. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Well, gotta imagine he's going to be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there. Hampton gets the handoff. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So a 2-score game here. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Laube with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we go, Simone! 390%.
They go play action. Here's Smith. This is brought in. Big gain for Lockett. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Smith on first down. He's going to push one deep down the right. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Smith will try again on second. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Even 25 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go, hey. So what's up?
Genty from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Carlson now to add one more. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Darius Davis to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Now Herbert to throw. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offense is set. First and 10.
First down.
Running it with Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Second and 6.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. This into the hands of Will Dissly. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Third and a lone yard coming up. Now an inside give to Hampton. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Los Angeles.
Has him on the quick hitter. Dancing past him. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Another Chargers.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Laube with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. On the move, headed right. This one finds Thornton. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Counter give to Jency. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Smith to the air now. Into the hands of Tucker. Complete. Did almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Smith setting to throw. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Escapes the pocket.
Tremendous play by the defense. I mean, just spectacular to corral him behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down today when they decide to scramble so many good runners. But it was good pursuit to stay on him the entire way.
Making the call himself. Got some room to work. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bump.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. Oh, look at this. They're faking it. But he's not going to get to the end zone. And thus, they can't trim this to a 1-score game.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Daniel Carlson
we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. On return, here comes Davis. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Gets everything he has up. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
Raiders.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground and run it in for 2.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st down, here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. Needs a 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd.
Here's Smith.
At the 47-yard line.
And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, kid. It's been tough. When they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but